Hello and welcome back to Broadside Game with me, Zug, and today we're taking another look at the Zealot with a slightly different build, but still using the Eviscerator. So we're still using my favourite weapon, the Tigris Mark II Heavy Eviscerator, and pretty similar setup to what we had before. There are a couple of changes you can make to it, and I'll go through it. So we're still using flak damage and critical chance because we want those crits. We're sticking with Shred and Rampage, but you can change out Shred for Bloodthirsty if you want. I just find Shred a bit easier to use, but Bloodthirsty gives you a 100% critical chance on a special attack, whereas Shred just gives you stacking crit. I just prefer Shred. And then we're using the Flamethrower as well. So with this, it's Jesus. Sorry, it's very late and I do have a heavy cold, so apologies. Fan the Flames. Primary attack ignores 60% stagger resistance on burning enemies, as well as dealing plus 45% impact damage. It'll make them stand there like idiots while you burn them and blaze away. Both very, very strong. And the Flamethrower is one of my favourite weapons to use on the Zealot. It's very thematic and it will shred through packs of Maulers and Crushers. Even though it doesn't seem like it will, it does. And as for Curios, we're using what I have still. So, plus wound, damage resistant gunners, max health, max toughness. Toughness with toughness generation and damage resistant gunners, and toughness regeneration, toughness and damage resistant gunners. You can run this with purely plus health if you want. So you can go for 3+ health Curios with generally the same perks on it. But this is what I have at the moment. I still need to improve a lot of my Curios. As you can see, they're all a bit toughnessy based. So yeah, you can either go for what I'm using, which is a toughness variant, or you can go for pure health. Pure health is probably slightly more useful at this point, but this is what I'm using, and it's worked all right. Let's have a look at the talents. So, we'll start at the right side of the tree. Backstabber, Blood Redemption, toughness you regain on melee kills increased by 50%. Very useful, especially since with this build I am very toughness based, so this is going to help. And Enduring Faith, plus 50% toughness damage reduction on critical hits. We are going to be critting a lot. And then over to the left side, Disdain, 5% on your next melee attack for each enemy hit, stacks 5 times. I still assume this means damage because it doesn't actually say. And I can't find anywhere on the forums that states whether this is damage, rend, crit, birthday cake, it doesn't say. Enemies in, enemies without, more toughness. We are using the Stun Storm grenade on this, annoyingly. I really hate the Stun Storm grenade. I much prefer the Immolation grenade, but can't really fit it into the build because we need these. So we just have to suck that one up. And we're heading down here. We are picking up Duelist, 50% weak spot and critical hit damage for 3 seconds on successful dodge. You will be dodging a lot because everything's going to be trying to hit you. Until Death, as I've said before, this has been nerfed massively. Well, not this part of it. The second part of Until Death. Holy Revenant used to be able to fully heal yourself. Now it's only 25%. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. And it's, a survivability boost. Benediction, toughness damage reduction, always good. And Fury of the Faithful, this is going to be our charging about, replenishing toughness, attack speed, and guaranteed crits. This thing is still massively brutal, so we are taking the 2 charges of it. And then we're going to stay on the left side of the tree. Suppression dealt, don't really care. Punishment, we're going to be cleaving a lot, so we want to take that. And Invocation of Death, melee critical hits, reduce combat ability by 1.5 seconds. As I said, very crit heavy build. Couldn't quite fit in Faithful Frenzy, which is sad, but oh well. Heading over to the right side, Sustained Assault, 4% melee damage for 5 seconds on hitting an enemy with a melee attack, stacks 5 times. Toughness. And now Swift Certainty, increased sprint movement speed by 10%. In addition, always counts as dodging while sprinting, even if stamina is depleted. This is absolutely goddamn amazing. As you can see with this duelist talent, it mashes up really, really well. So you can dodge with no stamina, and it always counts as you sprinting, even if you don't have any stamina. And then we're taking Inexorable Judgment. Movement speed grants you momentum, stacks 20 times. When you hit an enemy, spend all momentum, gaining plus 1% melee attack speed, range attack speed, and damage per stack lasts 8 seconds. Replenish 2% toughness for each spent stack of momentum, and gain 3 stacks of momentum on a successful dodge. So this is a very, very movement intensive build. You don't want to be standing still, you want to be dodging a lot and sprinting around. As you can see, when you're fighting, you will be trying to circle strafe as much as you can. Very much like back in Vermintide 2. And don't forget to block push. Block, and then left click, and you cleave. Block pushing is not as important in this game as it was in Vermintide, but it is still very, very important, especially for the Zealot. Because you can rev and get a special attack out of it. But yeah, I actually really enjoy this build, even though it doesn't have the grenade I like, which is sad, but you know, I am going to try and work that in somewhere. But it's a really fun, high octane build. Lots of high movement speed, lots of zipping around, being zealous. So, you know, it's quite amusing. And even without the middle rung, your flamethrower is still going to do quite a lot of damage. It might not look like it's a lot, but as you continuously hold it down, the burning ticks are going to absolutely wreck things. There you go. The new Zealot build. I hope you folks enjoy it, and if you do, please like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. It really does help us out and encourages me to make more videos. And if you like it, why not take a look at the members area? For 99 of your pennies a month, you can help support the channel. But if you don't want to, that's fine. So until the next video, folks, take it easy, and I shall see you later.